Welcome to this. None of my muscle groups 100% recovered. My most sore muscle group today is my hip flexors from the knee raises we did a couple days ago. Burpees didn't really add much, but usually I feel soreness on the second day after a certain exercise. So tomorrow I'll feel whatever burpees did, if anything. But they were supposed to be mostly a cardio exercise. But yeah, overall my recovery has not been amazing. Because my triceps, biceps, back, chest, legs, everything is in a bit of pain. Um, for that reason, we're doing Australian pull-ups today. So I'm still putting a workout in, but Australian pull-ups are significantly easier than regular pull-ups, and everything hurts. So I'm gonna settle for Australian today. Hey, Waylon, thanks for joining. Settle for Australian today, and hopefully don't overload ourselves too much. We're gonna hit our 200 as usual, and then see how much higher we can go. Yeah, from what I'm hearing, it takes like 4 or 5 weeks to reach maximum testosterone concentration in the blood. So I guess the first couple weeks, my recovery is going to be the same as it's always been. No huge benefit, no huge changes, all that stuff. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that goes. How are you guys doing? Hope your day's going well. Last 2 days I've been sleeping over 8 hours, like 9.5, 10 hours. And I've noticed my blood pressure has dropped. It's dropped so much, it's at pre-testosterone levels. So before I started taking testosterone, I measured my blood pressure, and it's actually below those numbers now, despite me taking testosterone. So sleep has a huge thing to do with your blood pressure and pulse. Both my blood pressure and pulse have dropped over the last several days. So sleep is a huge factor on that to keep yourself healthy. It's no reason that Brian Johnson, the guy that is obsessed with living forever, says if you don't take anything from my protocols or videos, make sure you get your sleep in order. And he actually identifies as a professional sleeper. So that's a thing. Thought I'd mention it because I have noticed also on my charts how my blood pressure definitely decreased. And it is directly correlated with the hours of sleep I get more than anything else. So did 100 4-count burpees tonight. Need a light day. Nice. All right, let me set my camera up and we can get started. There we go. I'm getting better at setting it up quicker now, I feel like. Right as I said that, I jinxed myself. As usual. Professional sleeper. Yeah, he identifies as a professional sleeper, and he said everyone who wants to live a long life should identify as a professional sleeper. That way they have a reason to not stay out late with their friends. So when their friends are like, hey, come out with us at this time and do this and this, you could be like, well, I'm sorry, I'm a professional sleeper. I have a very strict sleeping schedule. It's one of my most important things in my life. So unfortunately, for that reason, I'm Barbara and I'm out. Shoot. Oh no. I think I just broke my tripod. That really sucks. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to buy myself a new tripod. What am I doing setting up over here? We're supposed to set up all the way on this side. My tripod said bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. Hello, everybody. Straight jacket, my car. Hi, guys. What's up, guys? All right, so today we're going for 200, you know what I'm talking about. Australian pull-ups. And we'll see if we can do more. Man, this top side, you're OC. Top side of my forearm is in so much pain from that time we did Australians the other day. It still hasn't healed. And then my bicep too. Yeah, we're gonna go for 200 and then maybe a little more. We'll see. 200 minimum. All right, we are 20 in. Let's keep it up. Ah, painful. Biceps are burning. All right, that's 40. We got 160 to go. And then probably plus a few more at the end there. Was that God said? Who was it last time said 200 or I cry? I forgot who said that. That was funny. Yeah, you can't have more than one a day, Waylon. One Olipop a day is all the fiber you need. You do more than one, you'll get the runs, that's for sure. And you usually have it with your meal. That way you can go and flush your system out after your meal. You do upper lower full body training splits. I do push, pull, and legs and cardio. So my split it consists of 4 days. Push, pull, legs, and cardio. And then depending what's the least sore is the one I do that day. So today my triceps were kind of killing me. So I figured today we're doing pull-ups. It's my least sore muscle groups. Believe it or not, my legs are still sore. Even though it's been like 7 days since we did our legs. But hopefully tomorrow we do legs again. And they won't be, we'll go for 500 instead of 600 lunges. And hopefully they recover much quicker this time around. So I'm not limping for another week. We'll see though. Yeah. Grape drink. I had some black friends in elementary school, and they never called grape juice grape juice. They always said, "Give me that grape drink." It was always grape drink. It wasn't grape juice. Thought it was hilarious. All right. Might be the creatine. What might be the creatine? I mean, creatine doesn't give me any poops. All right, here we go. Sweating. Can you see the steam coming out of my mouth? It's not that strong, but it's coming in. It's pretty cold. We're at 16, 140 to go. Plus a few bonus ones at the end. We'll throw them in. Despite the soreness, I'm way stronger today. I'm able to do sets of 20. I think last time I was doing sets of 10. It's pretty bad, so definitely picking up pretty quickly here, which is great. That's a great stuff. Also, my body's going through a lot of changes right now. Creatine, finasteride, testosterone. So it's kind of under shock probably. So it just needs a little time to get used to the new levels, to the new baseline, you know? And I'm cool with that. We'll see. Omega 3 speeds recovery. I don't know. It might. Um, Starting today, I'm introducing one more thing to my supplement stack. I'll talk about it for the next one. Is MSM for my joints. So considering I'm going to be putting more stress on my joints since my muscles growing faster and I'm going to be able to exert myself a little more, I'm going to create more possible damage or at least wear and tear on my joints. So the least I can do is supplement them with the nutrients necessary to repair quicker. Although it's not going to be, it's not going to speed a recovery, but at least it'll give it the materials needed to recover, which is the MSM. So starting today, I'm going to start taking MSM as part of my supplement stack. Thanks, Car. 10 pills of omega 3s. I don't know. That sounds a little crazy to me. But I know olive oil. I've been reading a lot about a lot because of all this stuff happening. But olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, in a similar way as fish oils, because they have similar oil makeup, are huge on removing inflammation and free radical damage inside your bloodstream, inside your blood vessels. So both of them are very huge on removing inflammation. So not necessarily muscle recovery, but inflammation, which is interesting, very interesting. Again, Brian Johnson, the longevity guy who like looks like a white vampire, he says half of his daily calories come from extra virgin olive oil. Half of his daily calories. So there's something to drinking oil, that's for sure. Whether from omega 3s or extra virgin olive oil, I don't know. Hey Zach, what's up? Oh, it was Zach who said 200 or I cry last time. Where are you getting your supplements from? Some of them from Costco. Others are doctor prescribed. So finasteride, minoxidil, doctor prescribed. Testosterone being supervised by a doctor. So is HCG. Everything else is over the counter Costco, pretty much. And the fertility support I get on Amazon. So a little bit of everywhere. Here we go. Yeah. I'm tracking everything. I'm tracking all of it, yeah. Also starting today, I added one more thing to track that I haven't been tracking earlier, but starting today going forward, I'm gonna track it. Is overall happiness for that day. Like how happy I feel versus how depressed and unhappy I feel that day. Not that it really has a lot to do with a lot, but it's still I think a good thing to track just to know, you know? All right, we're at 180. Ah, 180, 120 to go plus a few bonus after the end. Wait. We're at 80. We got 120 to go. Will you be tracking grip strength? Not really. I'm not really tracking grip strength. And not one of the things I really train. So thanks for the support, Kim. You made me work out yesterday, so should do some clapping push-ups. Maybe at the end. Oh, grip testing devices? I don't own a grip testing device. If you want to mail me one, I could do that too. I also noticed that after a workout, if I do cardio right away for like 40 minutes, moderate jogging next day, I'm not sore. The cardio flushes the muscles from all the waste created during the workout. That's good advice, but after my last leg workout, I had to take pain pills to be able to walk for 2 days. So I don't know how to do cardio if I can't use my legs. So that was kind of difficult, you know? Happiness is most important thing. I remember that. Thanks for the tip. All right, here we go. I don't think happiness is the most important thing. I think meaning, doing meaningful things is the most important thing, but they don't always make you happy because some of them require struggle. So when you know that your life has purpose and meaning, I think that's a lot more important than happiness. But if you're doing something meaningful, it should come with a sense of fulfillment, even if it's not like happiness, like jumping up and being happy. It comes with a certain feeling of fulfillment, which is almost deeper than happiness. But anyway, I got that from Jordan Peterson. I don't know how accurate that is. Here we go. We're at 80, 120 to go. I could see the steam on my side, but not on the camera. All right, my friends. Let's go. Another 20. All right, that marks 100. I'm gonna try a bit of a weird angle on our next set. I'll put the camera facing, because I have a tripod here, even though it's a bit broken. I don't have access to a rowing machine, unfortunately, or a pool where I can tread water. I could get a gym membership and go there, but I don't know how they look upon live streaming at a gym. Probably get frowned upon. shoot, I need a new. I for sure need a new tripod now. This thing cracked on me. It's like all wobbly. Hello, Pakistan. Raja. What's up? Do you think you can still muscle up? Good question. I don't actually know. I might be able to do one. I get the lunk alarm call on you. That's funny. Live. That would be funny. I'd probably get kicked out. The time here is about 7:30 p.m. Or if you use European Asian time, it's what? 1926. 1926 was the time. All right, we're at 100. Got to do another 100. Do the free trial just for the lunk alarm, junk alarm. I don't know. I feel kind of embarrassed, but maybe I will. I've never had it pulled on me. I've worked out at Planet Fitness before, and I never had the alarm called on me. Also, I didn't make much noise, and they actually, I don't know if they care about live streaming. I don't think they do. Do you have work in daytime and train at this time? I don't currently, well, I do work a little bit right now, part-time. I don't have a full-time job right now. All right, maybe. Maybe I'll do it. Looks like there's an overwhelming request for that to happen. Overwhelming support for the lunk alarm. All right, here we go. All right, we're at 100. 100 more to go. Ah, that was painful. That was very painful. We're at 120. We got 80 to go. Alonka, he will cry. Yawning during working out is a bad sign. It's a bad omen. Means I'm not trying hard enough. All right, we got 80 to go. I did have terrible sleep tonight. Last night. One of the worst sleeps I've ever had. I woke up like 8, 10 times throughout the night. Had very shallow sleep. Weird dreams all night long. Weirdest stuff ever. Very strange. What moon cycle are we at? Is it full moon or something? Does that have something to do with it, or is it or is it the opposite of full moon? Or is it the new moon? Which city in Russia you were making videos when you were young? Oh, I wasn't in Russia. I was making in California. I made it through the Bring Sally Up challenge with heels elevated squats, says Muscle Man. All right. Enjoy your Bring Sally Up straight jacket. Here we go. We're at 120. I'm starting to feel it in my biceps. All right, we got how many more to go? 80 more plus a few. Hey, Paul, just watched you look at the sky video. It's been quite some time. I'm 40 now. I was definitely stronger when I was younger, but I still try to keep strength as I age. Awesome job, Noel. Thanks for watching. That video is pretty old, like 10 years old. Yeah, I was in California, US. All right, let's go. 80 more. Enough talking, less talking, more doing. Yeah? How do you feel about that, my friends? Less talking, more pulling. Yeah? How about that? Cash me outside. How about that? Cash me outside doing pull-ups. Ah, that hurt. 20. 60 to go. How many calisthenics athletes like to train at night? I saw this happening at my town. Most people work during the day. You work during the day, you work out at night. I mean, it's just what happens. Biceps are coming back strong. Yeah, they're all recorded in the US. Are you gonna do stomach vacuums? I would love to see you progress video how tight your abs become over 6 months of stomach vacuums. I just started doing them like 2 days ago. Because I was looking in the mirror, my stomach was hanging out, and I was like, I gotta start doing stomach vacuums. Because last thing I want to do is have a huge gut, you know? So I definitely starting on that too. The last thing I want is a huge gut. That would be ugly. Even if I have big muscles and big everything and I have a huge gut hanging out, that's nasty. Rodrigo, thank you. Yeah, I got bigger overall. I mean, I'm 11, 12 pounds bigger than a week ago. I gained 12 pounds in a week. Mostly intramuscular water weight, but definitely got much bigger very quickly. You know? Look at that peak. Anyway, we got 60 to go. Then I gotta throw in a few bonus ones. We're getting there. I was born in the city of Krasnokamensk, which is right by China. But my parents are closer to Moscow. Thank you, Cerberus. Cerberus. Here we go. 60 more. 20 more. 3 sets of 20. Think we could do this? boys. You think we could do 60 more? 3 sets of 20? Those 20s are starting to get hard, but starting to get difficult. But considering how difficult the 200 I did last time were, and I was doing sets of 10 and 5, we made huge improvements. Now I got pretty much to 140 doing sets of 20. Huge strength improvement there. We keep that up on every single exercise. I call that a big win. Here we go. Next 20 coming up. Coming to a city near you. Mike, a Khabib fan. I'm not a big MMA fan in general. Not a huge fan of MMA fighting in general. I don't know. Never been my thing. Kind of indifferent towards it. Not for it or against it. It's just not my thing, you know. A little bit of indifference is all I got for it. All right, here we go. 40 more. 60 more. 3 sets of 20. Here we go. Good stuff. 40 more. 40 more, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. Does it bother me when viewers keep reminding me when I was young? No. I remind myself when I was young all the time. I watch those old videos too of when I was younger, occasionally. So, oh, hey, Barb, what's up? Doing Australian pull-ups. Your favorite type of pull-ups? Kim did 50 yesterday. Mike Menser, he was a bodybuilder who was a big proponent of Ayn Rand and objectivism. Yeah, I know Mike Menser. Not personally, but yeah, I know of him and everything. What's your target? 100? I forgot. Target's 200. I'm at 160 right now. Saludos desde San Miguel de Tucumán, Argentina, amigo. Saludos, Rodrigo, Argentina. Gracias para ver mis videos. Sí. Which people are stronger, Russians or Americans? I think it just depends who works out how. And America is such a mix. That's such a. Tell me that's a throwaway question. Tell me that's not a real question. Mike Menser was on every drug possible. So he was doing testosterone, all the regular stuff. He worked out like 3-4 times a week, like 30-40 minute workouts. He just did 2 set maxes per muscle group and he was done. But from what I remember, he was on like coke, meth, everything. He was like he was the crazy guy. So objectivism, Ayn Rand. I was a big fan of Ayn Rand until like 6 years ago of objectivism. There's so many holes in her theory. But I did take a lot of gold nuggets for myself that I live by now. So it's a weird way to look at the world, to be honest with you, objectivism. I think it doesn't account for society's, what do you call it? Like society, like people, they like to do things for others at the expense of themselves. and everybody benefits. Like the number one contributing, they did a study. I think there was a tribe in Indonesia that had the longest lifespans of any tribe in the world. I think it was in Indonesia or one of the Asian islands. And when they cross section compared their lifestyle, diet, sleep, everything against everybody else, they figured out that the number one factor to longevity is connections with other people. So the deeper connections you have, the more people around you that love you and care for you, the longer your life's going to be, because it, first of all, it completely decreases your stress levels, and stress is a huge contributor to not only shorter lifespan, but also all kinds of sicknesses, higher cholesterol, higher damage in your body, like all kinds of stuff happening to you. Stress is a huge contributor, but also being isolated socially is a huge contributor to that too. And Ayn Rand preaches extreme individualism, where everything with everyone is 100% transactional. Like she boiled down all human interactions to transactions, and she makes the transactions that are actually like capitalistic transactions as good, and all communist or social interactions where one party benefits and the other one doesn't, and there's no clear value assigned to those interactions, as overall negative for society. But studying cultures and longevity and stuff like that, you quickly realize that that's not the case. So there's a little hole in her theory there. Can you still do door frame front lever? I don't know. I haven't tried that in a long time. All right, here we go, guys. We got to do 40 more, and then we have to throw in a few bonus in there. It's in my description right now. If you go to the description of this video, there's a link to my Fortress channel. You can just click that. But yeah, if you search it, it doesn't come up because I haven't posted there in a while, and it has very little subscribers, so it doesn't come up. Yeah, check in the description. It should be there. All right, 2 sets of 20, and then we'll do some more. 20, one more set of 20, and then we'll do a few bonus sets. We'll try to hit 250 today. I don't know if we actually got to two. How much did we get to last time on those Australian pull-ups? I don't recall. Back then, were you monetized? Yeah, I was. I was monetized back then too. What is your advice to seniors about fitness? If it's somebody who hasn't worked out in a long time, start very small. You could do chair squats where you literally sit down into a chair, get up, sit down into a chair, get up. Start with doing like what, 3 sets of 20 spread out throughout the day. So like you do a set of 20 in the morning, a set of 20 right before lunch, a set of 20 right before dinner. So you start small and then you slowly build up. So start small for sure. If you're a senior, work on your legs and grip mainly when you're starting. So those are the two things you use the most every day and that you really need. And your back. So I would work on my back, my grip strength, and my legs starting off, and I would do very small sets spread throughout the day and start that off for the first few months and then slowly build up from there. So as a senior, that would be my recommendation. All right, we got one more set of 20, and then Were you able to find my channel in the description, Cerberus? It should be there. The link should be there. How's your digestion? Appetite is it hard to? It's not too bad. Some days it's hard. When I skip breakfast, it's really hard to catch up. If I do 3 full meals a day, if I have breakfast at 8 or 9 a.m., and then I have lunch at around 2, 3, and then I have dinner around 6 or 7, it's easy to get my calories. I drink an Olipop, the one you saw me drink. It helps with digestion. No issues at all. If I oversleep my breakfast and I skip my breakfast and my first meal is at like noon or 1, which is lunch, it's very hard to catch up on those extra 800, 900 calories and extra 60, 70 grams of protein throughout the day if I skip my breakfast. So that kind of really sucks. But if I got my breakfast in, then 3 full meals, around 800, 900 calories per meal, around, 60 to 80 grams of protein per meal. It's very easy to get my 200 plus grams of protein and my 2,600 calories plus per day. Not hard at all. And then the Olipop's help with digestion. Have you thought about using Retatritude at some point? I just started reading about it the other day. I know very little about it. I know it's a peptide, and I know like a lot of people are really pushing it right now. So I don't really know. No, I'm pretty sure this is cotton hoodie. All right, here we go. We got 20 more, and then we'll do a few extra bonus sets. We're at 200. We have what, like 10 more minutes left? 11 minutes. It's basically Ozempic, but way better. It keeps bone density and muscle. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I haven't read enough about it to know anything much, any details about it. Um, I'm not earning like anything right now. I'm earning less than $100 a month right now. Back then, I was earning like 2,200 a month, so not crazy amount. 1,800 to 2,200 back then. So I wasn't making that much money. I wasn't a millionaire. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, Cerberus said he found it. All right, let's aim for 250 today. I'm definitely feeling it in my forearms. They're hard as a rock. Been hearing about peptides a lot lately. Are peptides overrated? Are they safe at all without long-term studies? We don't really know if it's safe. Yeah, most peptides have no long-term studies behind them. They're not FDA approved. They're basically research chemicals. This is hard as a rock right here. This forearm from all those Australian pull-ups. Here we go. Don't you think you should upload content like Ian Barziegel or Andrei Smaev? What do you mean? I'm not as strong as either one of them. You're ready to take on Andrei Smaev? Yeah, I wish. Well, I don't wish. That dude is huge. I don't know how long he's gonna live. Hope he lives a long life, but he's as big as he's bigger than Rich Piana, and Rich Piana died at like 55, 60. So hopefully he lives a good long life. Um, oh yeah, he's using a lot of stuff. And then Ian Barziegel, I don't think he's on anything at all. He's all natural, but he's super strong. Once I get to that level, I can do more content like him, but I'm nowhere near him. All right, here we go. All right, guys, 50 more. 50 more. We're at 200. Ah, ah, ooh, my forearms are killing me. Ian Barzigel is Moldovan, and he lies about the steroids. He's basically Romanian. What do you mean lies? He doesn't look big enough to be on steroids. Like his body is very achievable naturally. So I don't see why that's something he would lie about. You guys might know also Daniel from Fitness FAQs. He's about the same size as Ian Barziegel. He's also all natural. Go ask him in Russian. Does he speak Russian? I'll ask him. I mean, but he's gonna say he's natural. He looks natural. I don't know why you guys think he's on steroids. He looks totally natural to me. Fitness FAQ, Daniel from Fitness FAQ is also totally natural, I believe. Like, very achievable body naturally. With as many years as they put into working out, Fitness FAQ's been doing it for 13, 15 years now. So yeah, for sure. Those guys are big and strong, and I don't see why assume they're on steroids. Weighted body weight workout. Oh, I don't know. I enjoy the high rep ranges. So we'll see. Maybe one day I'll start trying out weighted for fun. But right now I'm a big fan of just doing body weight. When it comes to fitness, you want to make sure it's maintainable or like long term. What do you call it? Oh yeah, FAQ says always lifted weights. Like he focused on a lot on body weight, but he's always lifted weights on the side. Like he was never anti weights. That was never a thing with him. He is huge on body weight though, and like balance and all kinds of stuff. He has a very like educational vibe to his videos. All his videos is like watching a master lecturer who knows his craft talk about stuff. My videos are more chill, more laid back, more like easygoing. 16, 18 hours out of every 24 hours fasted for years on end. Yeah, oh, intermittent fasting would do that too. Yeah. He has very good muscle density too. Like he's very you can see all his muscle fibers on his body. Super lean, but also very good like muscle mass on him. So he's great. All right, let's go. We got to do 30 more, and then Kim asked for some clapping push-ups. She donated, so I have to. As you can see, I've been bought out. I'm for sale. I sold out. For $5, I'm doing clapping push-ups. Your tutorial for biceps video is best. Thank you. Michael Eckert. Is that the mountain climber guy? If that's a mountain climber guy, yeah, I do know him. All right, let's go. $20. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. 20. I'm not big, but I stay super lean all the time. I can stay clean and fast. Yeah, I upload a little bit on Instagram, but not that much. I post stories there sometimes that don't make it to YouTube. My Instagram is at fortress.paul. It's in the description. If you go to in the description, there's an Instagram link. Follow me there. Ecker guy is extremely strong, yeah. Yeah, Daniel is definitely a professional athlete, that's for sure. He is 100% not an amateur, that's for sure. Definitely a professional. So what happens? Will you go away from YouTube or what? What do you mean? What happens? Will you go away from YouTube or what? Oh, like for Instagram? No, I just post stuff on Instagram because it's easy to record a short story and post it there. On YouTube, I feel like I'm clogging up my algorithm if I keep putting random uninteresting videos on my reels and stuff. Sharing about my life and what I'm doing and stuff. All right, here we go. 10 more and then some clapping push-ups. We're at 250. That's a new record in itself. We have 30 seconds left of the stream. Let's do some clapping push-ups before time's up. Ah, my chest hurts. Boom. Ah, before the 60 minutes are up. That's what I'm talking about. My friends, if I recall correctly, not only did we beat our Australian pull-ups by 50 since our last workout, I did jump my butt up, but I'm sore and tired, so I get a break, all right? I get away with not the best form. Not only did we up our Australian flips from 200 to 250 in 1 hour, we also fitted in some butt jump clapping push-ups, 5 of them. So I call that a win. That's some progressive overload happening there for sure. Hey man, glad to see you getting that work. You were one of the people that inspired me to work out years ago. I'm so gang. That's awesome to hear. Keep it up. Keep training. Stay hard and stay strong. What is that? David Goggins? Stay hard, boys. All right. Why don't you upload your content on Instagram? Um, I upload some of it, like long form content. I can't really post 1 hour long stuff on Instagram, can I? I don't think I can. I don't think that's a thing. I could do live streams on Instagram. I can stream to several locations at once. And I might. I gotta figure that out. All right, guys. Thanks for joining. I hope all your dreams come true. Keep training. Keep the consistency up. Carry this consistency over to other areas of your life. Work at your dreams a little bit a day. Work a little bit harder every day. Get a little bit further every day. And one day, before you know it, you'll be exactly where you want to be. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the struggle. Because everything that's worth pursuing, not everything, but most things worth pursuing do take time and effort. As long as you stick to it, as long as you keep showing up, as long as you still keep putting your reps in, metaphorically speaking, into the things you care about, there's going to be a payout at the end of the day. There's going to be a peak at the end of the climb. And you get to look back at the view you just climbed and the road you just took and appreciate how far you've come and everything you've done. So God bless you guys. Fortress with you today. Body, mind, soul, spirit. Stick with it. Join me tomorrow for another workout. And let's get to the best version of ourselves together. See you guys later. Bye.